What's up, everybody? I'm KJ Smith here with Joe Tipton, and welcome back to the N1 Show with KJ and Joe, presented by On3, your home for exclusive interviews for some of the most talented hoopers in the world, along with reactions to viral basketball news and moments trending on the web.
Today, we'd like to welcome in Jalen Wilson, a former top 50 recruit and rising redshirt sophomore forward for the Kansas Jayhawks. Jalen, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Jalen, me and you, we've been knowing each other since your high school days. I worked with you on all your top school lists, both of your commitment edits. And the first go around, your top six was Baylor, Marquette, Kansas, Michigan, Oklahoma State, and UCLA. And I think a lot of people have forgotten that you were once committed to Michigan. I even tend to forget about it. I'm like, oh yeah, what if? Sometimes I'll think about that. So why did you originally choose the Wolverines, and kind of what stood out about them?
I think the main reason why I chose Michigan was just like the vibe I got with Coach Beilein. Like he's one of the greatest coaches that are out there, and the way that he viewed me and the way that he saw me in their offense and just fitting in with the team, and just the whole city of Ann Arbor was really just accepting of me. And when I visited, and just something just stuck out about him that I really enjoyed. That's why I committed so early in my high school career. I just felt loved and felt like that was the right place.
So after Coach Beilein left to go to the Cavs, was it pretty much a no-brainer to decommit from Michigan? And was it frustrating to go through the recruiting process once again?
Yeah, kind of threw it off a little bit because when he left, the assistant coaches that kind of recruited me the hardest left too, and I was so late in the summer to make decisions like that I didn't want to make a decision based off of like kind of something previous that I had, and it was a lot of new people. So I figured just decommit and kind of starting over with the time I had left with the people that I knew was going to be the best option.
So what was the timing like? Juwan Howard gets the job at Michigan. Where were you at, and filling things out in the recruiting process? Were you kind of already too far along looking at other schools, like Kansas, or was there a possibility that you were kind of going to hear out what Juwan Howard had to say?
Yeah, I talked to him a couple times, and I just told him I'm kind of just uncomfortable with things right now as far as just coming up there still. And I need to talk to people that I've previously had, in my top six and stuff like that, and just kind of hear things out, because I knew that these are big changes, and I didn't want to, put myself in a position where I maybe regret it in the future or something like that. Just not knowing enough people, not knowing enough was kind of just hindering me from kind of going through it.
Did Juwan ever try to get you back, or did you ever seriously consider a return to Michigan?
Yeah. He talked to me a lot, and I was like, maybe this is the place. It's Juwan Howard, so I know he knows enough about the game and what he's doing, but I don't know. It's just something that I just wasn't comfortable doing. It's so far from home, and I was just like, it's kind of too many factors playing into me coming back when I just know that I can maybe get something better.
Gotcha. So I was looking at our old text messages yesterday, and you sent me a new top six after you decommitted from Michigan. I don't know if you put it out or not, but the schools were Michigan, Florida, North Carolina, Kansas, Oklahoma State, and Oregon. But you unofficially narrowed it down to two, Kansas and North Carolina.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that UNC visit first. KJ was actually your host on that visit. What did you think about that visit in North Carolina as a program?
I really loved it, man. Like, when I tell people it's really kind of like a nail biter when I was a freshman or senior in high school, like kind of just choosing between the two was so hard because, the vibe I got from, KJ and that whole team they had was like really, really special. Like, they was all good guys. Like, nobody kind of stuck out as like, big head or something like that. They just all kind of just like same mindset as far as winning. The program in North Carolina is so much of a winning mentality they've had for so long. So I kind of just want to be a part of that as well. Like, I saw that in myself. And so when I left there, I told my dad, like, I didn't even know, like, maybe that's it right there. But, just the vibe they gave me and everything, seeing the history, we went around the school, the campus, it was just love all around. So that's really why it was so hard.
Speaking of your dad, you were one of my favorite players to host because not even what we did off the court, but just when your dad played pickup with us. I think he's the first dude. You're the first player in history of visits to have their dad play pickup on their visit. Has he always been? And he got a few buckets too.
Yeah.
Has he always been so competitive?
Yeah. He played overseas for a while, so he's kind of, still thinking he got it in him. So anytime I would go somewhere and hoop in Dallas, he would always follow me and come hoop with me. He's always gonna be talking loud. I don't know if you remember, he was talking crazy to everybody.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so it's just always been in him. So I kind of, like try to feed off that, but not hit. Anytime he can hoop, he gonna hoop.
Did you ever seriously consider UNC, or was it just Kansas?
Yeah, I did. Like, I don't know if you remember my grandma had came with me, and uh, she was all 100% on North Carolina. Like, they were set in stone on what they wanted to do, and uh, my dad was the one like maybe hear somebody else out like Kansas, so I did, and that's what even made it harder because I love both schools. So it really went down to like the last couple of days.
So you ultimately obviously decided on Kansas, and a lot of people don't know this, but at one point you were pretty much already set on Kansas before you even committed to Michigan. It was kind of your first love. So
Yeah.
you kind of, you ended up, sticking with your initial gut to become a Jayhawk. So what went into that decision and why Kansas?
Just everything with Coach Self and the history here, like how he presented, like just showing me the previous players they had, and as a kid, I would grow up and I just like I'm going to Kansas. Like it was just in me. Like me and my friends would always say we going to Kansas. It was just something about the school that stuck out to me. And then when I came and visited, and the city of Lawrence is like I think one of the greatest college towns, if not the greatest, in the nation. So when I came and they embraced me, and I realized how special this place was and how it was really going to be like, you know, a place that I could come get better and show everybody what I was able to do. And that's what I did. And so I felt that right from when I came here. And ever since then, it's just been the same.
So you're very close with Orlando Magic guard RJ Hampton. He's one of your best friends. He was one of the first, if not the first, to choose the overseas route instead of college. And he said he would have gone to Kansas had he chosen college.
Yeah.
What do you think it would have been like y'all playing together?
I would have been crazy, man. We haven't played together since we were kids. So, and to be on the same court as my best friend, living that up, like that'd be a huge throwback. I mean, we ain't played together so long, but I feel like we still have that chemistry. We worked out the whole summer, and while he was figuring everything out, we always just said like maybe that would be something we do, but that would have been really cool.
So last season, you were the third leading scorer on the team with just under 12 points a game, and you led the team in rebounds with almost 8 a game. All in all, how would you grade yourself, an A, B, or C?
I'd say like a B plus area. I think that the year that I had was good. Like I think a lot of people didn't expect that from me, so I definitely say it was a good year. But as far as it being like a great year, I feel like we lost a lot of games that we shouldn't have lost, and with me, I feel like I had a lot to do with that as far as how I was contributing to the team. So we had a rough month in January, and I feel like if we would have been able to fix that and I would have been able to do some things better, I would have said it was a great year. So I'd say it's like a B plus.
So you declared for the NBA draft in June. What was the reaction like from the Kansas fans specifically? I'm sure they didn't want to lose you.
Yeah, a lot of them were supportive, of course, because it's Kansas. They're used to players coming and leaving, so they're not it's not a surprise to them. But again, they always did, say to stay, because the culture here and just the fan base, they really do love us. So a lot of them wanted us to stay, and I ultimately did. But of course, they were very supportive. They understand that the NBA is my dream, and that's where I'm trying to go. So at the end of the day, they were gonna respect it regardless or not.
What kind of feedback did you get, and why did you ultimately decide to return to Kansas?
I got a lot of good feedback as far as, how my game can translate to the NBA and being versatile in different positions on the NBA. But a lot of things I heard were just like, I feel like I could have had just a way better season to help myself as far as getting drafted in spots that I want to be drafted in. So, but maybe when I come back, it's just I want to leave on a great note. I want to leave Kansas as a winner. And I feel like last year we didn't do those things. We, got bounced out the tournament early. And I just feel like I left a lot of things out on the table that I need to, clear up here. And that's why I came back.
What have you been working on this off season, and what do you want to improve on the most?
I just want to really just be, obviously the NBA is at a shooting game right now. So leave college being the greatest shooter that I can be. I've been doing a lot of shooting, a lot of just shooting from different areas on the court, fine tuning my ball handling, of course. Defense is something I definitely am working on because at the next level, defense and ISO stuff like that. So I'd say ball handling, shooting, and defense.
What can Kansas fans expect from you and the rest of the team this year?
I think this is going to be a team that has a mentality set on winning before anything else. I think last year we kind of were all over the place as far as our mindset on what we need to do. So I think this team's going to be more focused on what everybody's job is on the team, and overall focus on winning. Because I believe when you have a winning team, that everybody shines just a little bit more brighter than teams who don't win. So I feel like we're all focused on that end.
Do you have a pregame ritual or any specific music or artist that you listen to before each game?
Yeah, I play Baby before every game. Like that'd be my go-to guy to listen to. Him and Playboy Cardi, my two dudes.
You still listen to J. Cole a good bit when you're just relaxing?
Oh yeah. J. Cole, my vibe guy. Like that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate rapper. Like if you can't listen to J. Cole while you're chilling, you tripping.
There you go.
I think you'll have 6 freshmen this year. Have any of them impressed you so far?
Yeah, all of them bring something different to the table, and all of them are so willing to learn. That's what I can really respect. Like none of them are coming in trying to do too much. Like they're just open-minded about everything, and everybody that's on the team is able to help them, and they listen and they do it. They don't just hear what you got to say and go do something else. Like they listen and they try to get better every single day.
You also got one of the best transfers, Remy Martin. What do you know about him, and what are your thoughts on him so far?
I mean, I think he's a great point guard. I mean, he's had a great career in college, and to have him is a great pickup. I mean, he's one of the fastest guards in the nation, and being able to get by as defender and help our team by getting us through the offense and different things like that is something that we definitely need, and that's why he's such a valuable person to our team, because we just need a guy like him.
Jalen, there's so many people skipping college and just going straight to the G League or doing overtime league now. What would you say is the best part of being a student athlete?
I say just not rushing life. Like the best thing about being a student is like you get to still be like not a kid, but just like a student, like just get to live your life a little bit more. I think a lot of these kids are kind of rushing the process of what it is. And I feel like college just helps you prepare so much more for the NBA than other routes that these kids are taking. I mean, I know that money is important, and some kids might need money in their situation, but if you don't need it, then I feel like you shouldn't rush into it. There's so much in college that you'll never get to experience if you don't get to, actually go. And I feel like it would just be so helpful because, college is not all about basketball. It's about building your reputation and meeting people for after basketball. So after you're done playing your career, you have people that through college that have different networking, different connections that maybe you wouldn't have if you didn't go to college. College is a lot of networking, and it's more than basketball. And I think that, the kids growing up right now don't really realize how important that can really be.
Yeah, definitely. And then the NCAA has added more of an incentive for kids to go to college now with NIL.
Yeah.
I saw that you partnered with Playmaker. How did that come to be, and what's that been like?
It's been great. I mean, they reached out with seeing different things for me and seeing different things that I could do, and I just appreciate them looking out because they have a lot of connections, and I think it's a great tool to have on the marketing side. So when it comes season, I don't really have to worry about different NIL things. They're covering all those things for me, so I'm able to stay focused and do what I need to do.
And is Kansas letting you guys have free reign, or are they asking you to report all deals that you guys do, or do they have some restrictions?
I mean, not as far as restrictions, no, just kind of just anything I'm doing that's, I'm posting or I'm putting out to the public that they want to have records. So as far as, anybody hitting us with, 1099s or anything like that, we're set straight on how much money we're going to have to give back at the end, just stuff like that.
Do you have any concerns at all with the new NIL legislation?
I don't. I feel like, with all these years that we've given ourselves to the NCAA as far as giving them all this money that we made through the tournament and different things like that, I think it's about time kids and seniors, those are grown men too. they get to make money off their name finally. I think it's been so much time of us just like not getting anything in return. And then now it's like we can use our name that we've worked hard for. Like we've worked all this time to get our name here, and now we finally get to make money off of it. You know, I feel like it's something that we've earned.
All right. Well, to close this out, we're going to do something we do every episode, which is rapid fire questions about your teammates to see how well you know them. The answer could also be yourself. So the first question we have is, who is the bounciest on the team?
Ocha, for sure. He, I think his verse like 43, something like that. Yeah, crazy.
All right. Who's the best shooter?
Who was the best shooter? I'm gonna say I got the best strap, but like I think percentage wise, it was like me or like CB. He got a strap too.
Okay. Who's the best passer?
Ooh. Passer. I'm going me. I'll be throwing downs. I'll throw downs.
All right. Who has the highest GPA?
Ooh, I think Dave. Yeah, Dave. Dave got that one.
Who is the one that's always late?
Late. We all on time. We always on time.
There you go. There you go. Who's the ladies' man?
Oh, I gotta think on that one. Ladies, man. I'll say Dave. Dave, the big guy on campus.
All right. Who's the funniest?
Funniest, I'm gonna go Kyle. No kid.
And who has the most drip?
For sure me. Jay Will. Best drip on the team. Best drip by far. Or Bobby. Or my young boy Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's got some too. Well, thank you so much for joining us, man. We appreciate your time and wish you good luck this season. And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode with Jalen Wilson, please leave us a like, a review, and please subscribe. Thanks again, bro. We appreciate you.
For sure, man. Thanks.